friends, welcome back to another episode of the Pretty Pattern Paper Playground. It's Caddy and Evie and I are taking over our channels and we are scrap lifting each other this week. So this is Evie's layout, her beautiful, beautiful layout, and this is mine. Obviously they're a little bit different, but I followed her idea pretty closely actually, and you'll see kind of what I mean. So for Evie's layout, she just took a brush and kind of just painted on these very fun just brush strokes on her page, and she blended her colors and her brush strokes kind of overlapped each other, which was perfect for her layout because she had colors that were all in the same color family. So she was able to do that beautifully on her layout, and I absolutely love the colors she used. They're just beautiful. I love blue, so I was immediately drawn to her layout the moment I saw it. So for this week, since I'm using our mood board for the week, which you guys saw at the beginning, it's very purple and yellow, so I am using those two colors. So I was kind of a little bit afraid to really blend the colors in or kind of overlap them too much because I don't know, I just didn't think it would look good. It might have looked good, it might have looked pretty cool actually, but I didn't. I was just kind of painting on little tiny I guess dots or squares or just little tiny brush strokes. So that was all I was doing, and this was very fun. It's always fun for me to create a background. It's very relaxing for me to do this. Just, you know, even though it wasn't all that, it didn't take me all that long really. I would say maybe this took me about 10 minutes, if even 10 minutes. It was very quick, very, very quick. And I am just using a regular brush. It's a brush from Michaels, and I am not even wetting my brush or cleaning my brush in between colors. I am just wiping it on a paper towel, which I have on my left hand, in my left hand I should say. So yeah, so it was very simple, very quick. It was a fun technique. I really enjoyed doing it. I know I'm going to do this again for sure because it was awesome. It ends up being a very busy background, but I really like the effect, and I hope you guys do too. So it was definitely something fun to try. And again, it's not the same as Evie's, or I didn't get the exact same look as Evie, but you know, it's kind of the same technique, just not blending the colors as much. So I really like this a lot, and it was fun. It was fun to do. It was fun to scrap lift Evie because I love her. She's so amazing and she's so talented. So it's fun to scrap lift her. We scrap lifted Missy last time, which is also amazing. So so now we scrap lifted each other. So that was kind of our little challenge for this month. So definitely, if you guys have not checked out our Facebook group, please do so. It's called the Pretty Pattern Paper Playground. And you guys can join us and play along. I mean, if you want to join in with our, you know, and follow our mood board, or if you don't, if you just want to join us and chat and share your work, we'd love it. You know, we don't have really any rules. Just, you know, share your crafty goodness with us. We want to see everything you guys are making and want to be inspired by you guys. So join us on the Pretty Pattern Paper Playground Facebook group. We look forward to meeting you guys or sharing with you guys, so it'll be fun. And we are loving the feedback that we're getting on our series. We appreciate all of your sweet comments, so thank you guys, and I really hope you guys are enjoying this whole little switcheroo that we're pulling here by switching channels. We just thought it was a little bit fun, something different for you guys. So definitely make sure you go and check out my channel so you can see Evie, because she's gonna have her video on my channel. So definitely it's fun process for us, so we hope you guys enjoy it as much. So I did finish my background. I let that dry for a little bit. It dried fairly quickly because acrylic paint dries very fast, so I didn't even need to use my heat tool. I just let it sit there for a little bit. Well, I think I went to go get a snack or something and it dried, and I came back and just got started with it. So I could have left it as it was because I kind of left a little white border all around. But I did want to mat it on a diagonal stripe, which is something Evie did. She obviously used a bigger diagonal stripe or a thicker stripe, but this is what I had on hand, so this is what I used. This is just a sheet of paper from the, it is a Simple Stories, The Story of Us collection. One thing I do a couple things off camera, which I will mention to you guys because you will see it in the still shots. I do, after I glue this down, after I'm done with my layout, I realize that I want a sort of a white border around my actual little mosaic background. So I will very carefully peel up that background and I will add a tiny white border around the page. So you'll see that in the still shots. You don't see me do that on camera. Yes, it was a pain to pull up that paper, but I did it. I felt it was necessary. Another thing I did after I had glued down my photos is I added a darker black matte to the photos. So I love that gray matte that I just added, but I added a thicker black, not a darker black, a thicker black matte to my photos. So you will also see that on my video, or on my pictures, on my still shots. So I'm adding ribbon down the center just like Evie does, and these are just random ribbons from my stash in colors that matched. The pictures I'm scrapbooking are pictures of flowers. It's something I've been wanting to scrapbook for a while, and I will do some journaling on the back. It's just kind of a funny story. When I was a little girl, my mom and my grandma would always tell me, when my grandma was alive, she has passed away, she would tell me stories about when I was little, I didn't want to eat or anything. They would have to take me out in my stroller and just walk around the neighborhood, and I would pick every single flower that was in sight. And that was the way that they got me to eat when I was small. So to this day, I love flowers, and every time I see a flower, I have to stop and take a picture of it. So all these pictures that I have here, I have tons and tons of pictures of flowers in my memory, in my computer, in my phone, everywhere. I chose these four because first, they match the colors, so I thought it was perfect, yellow and purple. And second, because it just kind of shows that I take pictures of really pretty, like, different flowers, like the one on the bottom. Actually, the purple ones are kind of very different flowers, but then the two on the right side, which are the yellow ones, are kind of little wildflowers, and I still take pictures of those because I still find them so pretty. Even if they are little wildflowers, I do just find them pretty, and I just love flowers. They just make me happy. So I did want to get that down, and I will journal about that in the back. So I did print out that cut file that is from the Silhouette shop, and it's the same cut file that Evie used in her layout. The little sprigs that I put down were just something that I had cut out. It's a free cut file that they give you in the Silhouette when you first get it, and it's just like little leaves, and I added those. Those were just randomly sitting on my desk, and I did add those in 3 areas, and Evie did add some little leaves as well in her layout, although hers were black and white, but I decided to just leave mine in white. So my title is going to be Hello Lovely, because that's kind of how I feel every time I see a flower. Oh, hello lovely. So I thought that was pretty appropriate. So these are just wood veneers from Michael's. They're from the $1.50 bin. That little pack of 4 does cost $1.50. So, and I'm sure those are still available. And I'm just taking my India ink and I'm painting it in black. I could have painted my title in another color. I know Evie used a bright, like, pink color for hers, but I thought the black would go a little bit nicer just because the background is very busy. And again, Evie's background is kind of one very similar or similar tones of blue, and mine just has a few different colors. So I thought the black would pop a whole lot more on that background. So that's why I did that. And I broke my little hello, so I'm just kind of trying to piece it together. And I am using my hot glue gun to glue. I did glue down the ribbons. I actually glued down my pictures, and I glued down the hello and the lovely. And then to put the matte around, the dark black matte around my photos, I actually just cut strips and add them to the sides and the top and bottom because I wasn't going to lift those pictures up when I had added the hot glue. So that's all I did. I just cut strips and I added them on the sides and the top and bottom. And then to bring in some more black, I add these. These are Mombi sticks, and they're just chipboard pieces from Mombi. I love these things. This pack is almost gone. I think it brings like 5 sheets, and it's awesome. So I added those, and one of them says True Story, because I will tell this story on the back, and then the other one says, I think it says Lovely, if I'm not mistaken. And then from this pink paisley Hello Sunshine collection, I just took that little black ephemera piece that says Sunshine and Happiness, and I just thought it was really appropriate, and I didn't want to over embellish this I was looking for a camera, but I didn't find anything that I liked, so I just didn't add anything else. I thought it was just fine the way that it is. I think the background pretty much is enough embellishing and you don't need all that much more. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some tangled thread in yellow. I will also add some black tangled thread, which you guys will actually see in the still shots. I don't do it on camera. So I will use some tangled thread, something that I picked up from Missy Whedon, who you guys know I love, and so does Evie. We love her. And I do pop those up and with some foam, Scotch foam adhesive, and I do pop up the ends of my flower there where it's kind of hanging off my ribbon. So that is going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. Here's some close-ups for you. If you have any questions, please do leave it below. Any comments, we love to hear from you guys. Please check out my channel so you can see Evie's video. I will have a link to that below. Again, thanks so much for stopping by. Here's a shot of both together so you can kind of get an idea of what they look like next to each other. So thanks again. I hope you guys are having a great day, and we'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.